This is Emily and Aaron, and we're going to talk about our experience at Reeltown and Miss Taylor's kindergarten class.
So my first impression of the students at Reeltown were that it was a very diverse classroom. From the moment you walked in, you could definitely see the outside of diversity, but also in how they learned as well. They also seemed a little bit below average in kindergarten level, and were reviewing things that probably should have already been prior knowledge, so that was one of the things that stuck out to me the most.
And then Miss Taylor, as our first impression of her, she told us kind of off the bat that it was her first year teaching, so I don't know if that's swayed our view of her, but I feel like you could tell it was her first year. It was kind of hard to kind of control the random outbursts that just come with kindergarten, and her instruction, I feel like, could have been improved, or she could have maybe practiced before or something like that.
Yeah, that kind of tagged off my question about how the teacher manages the classroom. I thought the same thing as Erin. I thought she had a little bit hard time managing the kids, and granted, she had some difficult behavior issues within the class, but she wasn't very flexible with changing up how she was going to make them be quiet. She usually just very loudly said, "Be quiet," and I think that kind of distracted the kids and kind of kept them from obeying her a little bit. But it was interesting to see how difficult kindergartners are, and how much you kind of have to think on the bat and be creative. So I definitely think she could have improved in managing her classroom, but it's also, I give her credit because she had a very difficult group of kids in her class.
And then as far as our lessons go, about what we did well, I think that I feel like we were able to kind of control random outbursts, but there also was two of us to kind of one be the lead instruction, and then the other be able to walk around and kind of calm down disruptive kids or keep them on task. So I feel like we had good teamwork as far as that goes, just one giving instruction, one helping, and then switching back and forth, and just kind of being attentive of what the different needs were, how we should adjust, or who needed help when.
Mm-hmm. And as far as what we would do differently, I definitely think we could have thought through maybe some difficulties a little more from the start. I know that one day their internet was down, and basically our whole lesson that day was through the internet. So we had a little bit of trouble kind of kick-starting our lesson, but I think also we did a good job managing that and kind of rolling off our feet with that one. But we definitely could have planned ahead and probably made some modifications for students with behavior issues, or maybe that are a little bit behind the others, because we had some know-it-alls in the group that always answer the questions, and then the other ones didn't really get a chance to finish their work. So I think we could have thought through that a little bit more.
And then I think the children really enjoyed our lessons and us coming. Our last day we were leaving, or every day we would leave, they would run after us, give us hugs, and so I think they enjoyed us being there. And I do feel like they learned a little bit from us being there. I feel like we reviewed most of the time, but reviewed what they already knew, but I feel like the review did help, because we'd come back and kind of ask, "Oh, what did we do last time?" And they'd be able to spit it off right away, be like, "Oh, we learned about numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or we went over the letter I." So I feel like we left an impression on them, even if it just scraped the surface. I feel like we kind of did our part, or what you expected us to do going there.
For sure.
And that's
Bye. We had a great time at Reeltown.